Hi, this is Shai from Tottenham Away. Just wanted to thank Robbie for inviting me to tell people my top 5 managers for Spurs. My first one I'm going to go for is Martin Jol. What a character. The guy was a character. I loved the way he was as a Spurs manager. I loved the way he got us playing football after Jacques Santini left. Broke that Chelsea hoodoo that's been going on for so long. And got us into Europe as well. Larger than life character. I loved him at Spurs. I thought he was great. May have hit this ceiling in terms of Europe and maybe couldn't have taken us any further than he did. But what a character for Spurs. After that, I'm going to go for Harry Redknapp. I must admit, he wasn't someone I originally wanted to see at Spurs, but when he did come, and he'll tell you himself, he definitely took us from a lower position in the league and took us to a much higher one. So again, he brought football back to Spurs that we wanted to see. He brought an attacking brand, enjoyable football to watch with some great players. 2 top 4 finishes, and it was so exciting in the transfer window. His the way he used to chat on Sky Sports News transfers, it was always entertaining. And it was just a shame with all the, the stuff with the tax thing that went on at the time, and then the England job came up. Kind of all went pear-shaped after that. But I must admit, he did a really good job for Spurs, so I'll always remember him for that. Next on the list, Keith Birkinshaw. For me, when I first started growing up, I was about 10, 11 years old when Tottenham really became something for me. And those 2 FA Cup wins against Manchester City and QPR were just an amazing time in my life. And going to White Hart Lane after we'd won the cup against Manchester City was just amazing for me. Keith Birkinshaw, he had such great players in terms of Glenn Hoddle, Ozzy Ardiles, Mickey Hazard, Graham Roberts, Paul Miller. The list goes, Stevie Archibald, Garth Crooks. That's when it all began, really. And for me, again, the UEFA Cup win, which was absolutely fantastic. Tony Parks. Absolute legend at the club, Keith Birkinshaw for me. Leading on after that, I can't go past Poch, really. What Poch did and brought to this club in the time he was there was just, nothing less than a miracle in terms of he took us to places we hadn't been for so long. That Champions League final, I was at White Hart Lane that night watching it in the new stadium, and what a fantastic atmosphere. It's just a shame, obviously, about the result and the way the game turned out. But just to be there and take in the atmosphere and think, my God, we're in the Champions League. This is absolutely amazing. So, and the fact that we challenged for the league twice, under him, and top 4 finishes, he really took us to a place where I hadn't been with Spurs for, nearly all the time I'd supported them. So absolutely amazing Poch, superb memories. And the number 1 manager for me, you can't look past Bill Nick. Although he was before my time, the guy epitomises what this club should be all about. The pride of playing for the shirt, to dare is to do. The first British team to win 2 European trophies, to win the double, in the 20th century, first team. The way the guy presented himself, he was just an absolute legend for Spurs. And for anyone, that hasn't seen his interviews, the way he got Spurs playing, it all started from there in a way. I know the push and run started earlier than that, but honestly, the guy absolutely epitomised what Tottenham is all about and what we should be about. And I think we've come away from that, unfortunately, at the moment, but I'd love to see us back being the way that he always wanted us to be. So yeah, that's my 5 managers, my favourite managers for Tottenham Hotspur.